Roland Sleeman, your company has gas projects all over Victoria that you're trying to develop. 10 years ago, you actually had a big gas deposit on land in Gippsland in Victoria that you actually had permission to develop. What happened then?
We were in the process of seeking approval to drill what was called the Wombat 5 well. All the conditions were in place, but unfortunately at that time the gas exploration ban or moratorium came into play, and we were unable to proceed with drilling of that well. So that's put us back 10 years or so.
Okay, so that's how it is with the investment in gas in Victoria. You risked your money, you put a lot of money in, and then suddenly banned, couldn't do anything for nearly a decade. Well, the gas ban was lifted 2 years ago, so why aren't you in production already?
The ban was lifted officially on 1 July 2021. It took until November that year for new regulations to be put in place, without which we didn't know the rules that applied for ongoing exploration. They were, as I say, released in November 21. So we are presently in the process of seeking approvals for several wells, ranging from in the Gippsland across to the Otway Basin over Portland Way.
So the gas bans were lifted about 2 years ago, and you're still trying to get permission to start. How much gas could you get on the market in Victoria, and how quickly if you were given the go-ahead tomorrow?
Well, that's really interesting. The study that the government did, the Victorian gas study, whatever it was called, that identified up to 830 petajoules of gas yet to be discovered. It seems to us that 830 therefore doesn't include around 700 petajoules that we've already discovered in Gippsland. So this is our Wombat and Triffin-Gandrel projects. Down there we have independently certified 2C resources of gas. So we know the gas is there. What we are trying to do, and we're trying to do with Wombat 5, was to demonstrate commerciality, to demonstrate that we could produce that gas commercially and hence into the state of Victoria. On top of that, we've recently identified in Otway what I think is potentially the most exciting gas exploration project that I've ever come across. It's called Enterprise North. It's onshore. When you look at seismic, and I'm an engineer, not a geologist, but when you look at seismic, the gas-laden sands show up as this magnificent bright golden spot, which we can correlate to offshore fields. So we're quietly confident that this will probably be, once we get to drill it, the biggest ever onshore discovery in Victoria.
So there's plenty of gas there. I don't know what a petajoule does, but there is plenty of gas there. It's just the willingness and the investment certainty to get it out, correct?
Well, yeah, we're prepared to take a risk. We're, as I say, quietly confident of all of our projects, especially Wombat, where the gas is already known to exist. It's just time-consuming, I guess, going through the approvals processes. They're necessary, of course, in this day and age. You can't short-circuit them, but if there is any way to grease the wheels, whether it be by having a centralised entity that just slides these things or moves them through the government processes, or even going as far as funding assistance. It's the small companies that take these big risks, and we spent 100 million before we got banned in 2012, and we've been spinning our wheels for 10 years, paying licence fees and the like. It's a long stretch for a small company, and assistance potentially by way of a repayable loan. I mean, there are many things that could be done, I think, to help speed up the process. But despite that, we're going to continue to slog away, because we are absolutely convinced that we can get there and supply 10 to 20% of Victoria's demand every year.
Roland Sleeman, good luck to you. Thank you so much for your time.